What is up, guys? As some of you know, the marksmanship one-shot opener is gonna die. We've all seen the changes that are coming to marksmanship hunter. They're getting a huge nerf, and I mean, of course, the one-shot opener, it was a bit OP, but this is taking away a lot of fun from the marksmanship hunter. But I've still been playing around with it, and I think I found some new talents that you would be able to enjoy, and I actually found two builds that I'm having a lot of fun playing around with, in especially in BGs with one of them, and the other one is it's actually pretty good also in arenas. So in this video I'll show you the first build. Alright guys, this is the first build I'll show you. I find this build very powerful in BGs and arenas actually. At first I picked Murder of Crows just because it's so good. I mean, you can pick Serpent Sting, but I just find the Murder of Crow way better. Like, Serpent Sting is more consistent, slow damage, and a Murder of Crow, you know, every minute you can cast these crows and they hit pretty hard. It's sort of a tiny burst, if you can say so, but that's the one I prefer. Sorry. Now here, careful aim, shit. It's gonna be shit. Like, it's not even worth it in PvP. It was only good for the one shot, but don't play with it if you're not going for the one shot. Explosive shot is just awkward and weird. The range is not very far, and you have to like spam click it, and I don't find it any good. So therefore I'm gonna go with the volley talent. I don't really find any of these talents any good, so honestly I chose the volley because the arrows, I mean, I just find this as the best talent. Here we're going for camouflage. Of course, I find the stealth just too powerful. I mean, and the health generation. I mean, stealth is always great, especially because even though aim shot is getting a nerf, it will go from 50 till 25% increased if you have not yet damaged the target. And I mean, 25%, it's still a nice decent opener from stealth, so of course I'll go with the camouflage. Now here, steady focus, steamline, hunter's mark. Again, hunter's mark, I don't really find it any good. Maybe if you're fighting rogues, because then you can actually see them in stealth. What's up, man? Who's this guy? Oh well, I'll see you later. Now, as I said, if you're fighting rogues, maybe this can be good, but then again, this steady focus is more important for the build, so I would not go for this. Steamline, not worth it. Now, steady focus, this is actually pretty good because you can be casting steady focus pretty fast. The cast time is less than 1 second when you're stacking it up twice, so you can really be running around. You can move while casting this, so you can be running around going hard on the steady focus. I don't really find Born to be Wild any good, especially if you compare to these two. Post haste, the most powerful in my opinion, especially also in this build, because you can be casting steady shot while running around, and a movement increased is always nice. Binding shot can be nice. I mean, if you want to land, let's say, a double aim shot, because, you know, it takes around 5 seconds, a little bit less, to cast 2 aim shots, and it's a 5-second stun, or they can't move for 5 seconds. So I mean, you can just place them and you can hit them with a double aim shot, and that's pretty powerful actually, but you can play around with it and see which one suits you best. Lethal shot, steady shot has a 25% chance of causing your next aim shot or rapid fire to be guaranteed crit. Now, because we picked this steady focus, we're going to be casting a lot of steady shots. Alright, I'll not say our main ability, because aim shot is still very powerful, but we'll be casting a lot of steady shot. A lot. So 25% chance increase next aim shot to be a guaranteed crit. Of course, as soon as this procs, we're going for the crit aim shot, because it's just very powerful to get a crit aim shot. You hit very hard, and that's pretty much your bread and butter as a marksmanship hunter. You wanna crit on your aim shot. That's how you get the kills. That's how you do your main damage. So of course you always go for that. Now the final one, I mean, Arcane Shot, I pretty much only use Arcane Shot when it procs, or if the target is super low and I just need to finish him on quickly, I will spam a couple of aim shots into him and he dies. But other than that, I don't really use them, so calling the shots, I don't find this any good. Piercing Shot, I mean, it's alright, but then again, I don't find the time to be using it. It's just a waste of placement down here, because I just don't use it. I would rather stack off my steady focus and try to get some critical aim shot than I would be firing a piercing shot and use my focus on that. So I pretty much just use steady focus all the time, then I go to the aim shot whenever I have a chance to get the crit, or if you know you have a chance to stand still and you could just do 2 aim shots in a row, of course you do that because it's a lot of damage. But if you have to be on the move, you have to follow up somebody, or maybe somebody is chasing you, of course you just want to steady shot and be running. And lock and load, I mean, it procs every now and then, and you know, 5% chance your auto attack, it's just sometimes it procs and you can actually combine it with being an instant aim shot and a guaranteed crit. That's very powerful, but I mean, it happens every now and then, and when it does, enjoy it, and when it doesn't, just it's whatever. But I find this one actually the most powerful because I don't really find the time to be using piercing shot, and calling the shots I don't really use arcane shot or multi shot enough. So I would go with lock and load here definitely. Now when it comes to the PvP talents, I would 100% go for the trinket, of course, because as a hunter you can pretty much die in one stun, in one rogue CC, so you always want to be able to get out and disengage away, or get out and use your turtle or aspect of the cheetah and get out of the bad situation. Now again, I use Roar of Sacrifice, but I also play with the Lone Wolf no pet, and if you want to see more of that, you can check out my Hunter's Tips and Tricks video, and I'll explain why I do this. But, you know, Raw Sacrifice prevents from crits, so it's very good. Explosive, I mean, as a marksmanship hunter, you always want to keep the distance between you and your enemy, but, I mean, you can actually be playing with the Scorpion Sting or Viper Sting or some of these stings. I find them very good in arenas, but in BGs it's just more fun to be playing with the explosive trap. You can knock people off of stuff and so on. So yeah, I play with this in BGs. And you know, the true shot, 20-second reduce and restores all focus. I mean, true shot is pretty much our only damage increase ability, so reduce the cooldown by 20 seconds, it's pretty fine. And maybe you can exchange it with scatter shot, maybe, because I don't really find me using this too often. I mean, only if a guy is standing still in front of me, maybe I've used my binding shot and I can dash out 2 aim shots in his face, then I'll press 2 shot and immediately gain 1 charge and then hit him with a 3rd aim shot, and that's very powerful. But you have to play around with it and feel what's like sort of your play style. Now for the rotation, it's actually quite simple. You want to start in camouflage as often as possible to get the stealth advantage, and then of course you want to start out with the aim shot to get the soon to be 25 damage increase, but now it's 50. And remember, every time you aim shot, you're gonna get at least 1 or 2 arcane shot procs. So I aim shot and then I follow up by my arcane shot procs. As you can see here, I get 1 proc, then I hit the arcane shot, maybe I will hit the crows, do rapid fire, and then I just go straight into steady shotting this guy. I'll be running around, you see right here, I got the crit. I actually got here lethal shot crit, guaranteed crit, and then I get 2 arcane shot procs, so I'll use those. Very nice. Then we're back to the steady shot. You can see how fast I'm casting. Now I got the crit again. Use the aim shot. arcane shot proc. Maybe I'll throw in rapid fire every now and then. Murder of crows as often as I can. And other than that, I'll stay on the move. Maybe if I haven't got a crit or a aim shot proc in a long time, of course I'll throw an aim shot, because this is still our main ability. So if I'm doing steady shot and I feel like my aim shot never procs, I'll stand still and aim shot. Or even if my enemy target is fighting somebody else and he's not even focusing on me, of course I'll try and dash out as many aim shots into his face as possible, because it's our main damage. And that's, as I said, you can do the aim shot and another aim shot, and then you can do the true shot and then a third aim shot, followed up by all your arcane procs, murder of crows. Now, of course, this is a lot of damage. It's not the one shot, but it's the way I like to rotate. I pretty much stay on the steady shot unless I haven't used my aim shot in a while, or I see a great opportunity for using aim shot. In BGs, it's very easy to find these aim shot opportunities, but maybe in arenas you have to stay on the move. You have to follow a target. Maybe the target is going you, so you pretty much use rapid fire and steady shot for the most, and then maybe you can get a good trap on him. He's standing still, and then you get a free aim shot, some arcane shot procs, and now you're back to running around. So it's pretty basic and it's very easy, not very hard to pick up, so you should definitely try it. Now guys, this is basically my new approach of how we're gonna be playing the marksmanship hunter. Since we can't do the one shot anymore, we actually have to run around, use our steady shot, still be playing in the back but not be hitting people as hard, but you can still do a lot of damage in BGs and be top damage actually, and I'll show you some clips of that here in a little bit. And just remember to use your murder of crows, use your rapid fire whenever you're waiting for your procs, and run around and steady shot a lot, guys, because it's this is your key, because as more you steady shot, the higher is the chance of you'll get a guaranteed crit on your aim shot. So of course steady shot a lot, aim shot, and then arcane shot, and it's very simple, but it's again very powerful. Now before I start these clips, please remember to like and subscribe and let me know what you think of this build. And of course, tomorrow or maybe even later today, I will upload my second build that I've been playing around with. But yeah, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and try it out and see if it's something that you'll give a go in BFA. Guys, a quick disclaimer. Of course, these changes for the Hunter have not yet been added to the game, so we are not 100% sure that this build is actually going to be as powerful as I say. I say it can go top damage in BGs. Now, we don't know that when the changes have come. We don't know how hard this is actually going to hit us until we actually get a feeling and we get to play around with it. So keep that in mind. You can still be one-shotting people if you want that, or you can try out one of these new builds that I'm going to give you. I just wanted to say it so you remember, because I almost forgot. But now I said it, and now you can enjoy the videos. Peace.
We're 1,000 miles away from the nearest city. There's no lights, all dark, but no matter what, you choose to stay here with me. So I say run, I run so we can get lost together. Run, the moonlight's leading us back where we belong. 2,000 miles away from the nearest city. There's no lights, all dark, but no matter what, you choose to stay here with. So I say run, I run so we can get lost together. Run, the moonlight's leading us back where we belong.